What's up, guys, and welcome back to our Microsoft Flight Simulator career. Officer Martin is back on duty, and dude, looking at our certification tree here, it's honestly amazing how far we've come. I remember when we got our PPL not that long ago, but today we are going to be going into the second to last fixed wing aircraft certification. We are going to be getting our turboprop airline transport pilot rating, and we are also going to be fighting some fires here in the Viking Air CL-415. It's going to be a lot of fun. So this is going to allow us to operate an airliner equipped with turboprop engines for transport, whether you're transporting people or water to fires, I guess. Now that you've passed your ATPL, it's time to complement it with a new certification. After passing this check ride, you'll be able to embark passengers on airlines equipped with turboprop engines. All right. Passengers or water, that is. So this should be a pretty simple thing. I think we're just, you know, taking off and landing, proving we're going to keep all these souls safe on board. Oh, just kidding. It looks like we're going to be maybe just landing, maybe doing a takeoff and go around. I don't know. We'll see.
Last maneuver before rejoining the last legs of the approach towards Frankfurt Airport's runway 07R.
Dude, this thing looks
I want you
old.
to show me that you can safely recover from a power-off stall. You will be free to start the recovery as soon as you hear the stall warning. Be careful not to overdo it.
Okay. So we're going to decrease engine power. Wait for the aircraft to stall. Going to try to keep her level for as much as we can. Obviously, we're going to slowly go down here. We are fully pulling back. It wants us to wait until the nose actually slowly pitch down to gain speed. Okay. And then get back to level flight. We can use R to increase our engine power. That's what you wanted me to do? Climb back to 4,500 feet and reach DF 914. Sir, I feel like the requirements to become a turboprop passenger pilot should be a little bit more than that, dude. This thing is sick. Look at this double yoke setup here. The whole thing is all on one. I kind of like this. This is a really weird looking airplane. It's kind of a little puddle jumper. You would see these like down in the Caribbean or something. Just go island to island. Pretty cool. All right, so we're going to connect to our arrival airport. Let's get back up to 4,500 feet. Looks like we're up here.
98196 is 11 miles southwest 4,800 feet with Yankee.
We're going to be looking to land. Dude, look at the throttle up on the roof. That's our throttle right there. That's pretty sick.
QNH 101 tree make straight in runway 07R.
So where's this airport they want us to go to? I'm going to try to take a look at our, we don't have a map. Okay. I've been trying not to use the brackets as much because I like, okay, it's down to the right. I like not using them and trying to do our own thing. So we're going to reach the final approach fix. Ah, I see the airport down there. Yeah, dude, this thing is pretty sick. I like her. She sounds aggressive. Those turbo engines, turboprop engines, just absolutely digging. I'm gonna check out our instruments here. I don't think, do we have autopilot and stuff? We do have some newer instruments that have been mounted in. Obviously, kind of started a little bit older. These look like they've been added in after the fact. This is our airport. I forget what runway they told us, so we're just gonna cheat a little bit. We just want to approach the fix here. Looks like we were pretty well on target. I mean, we're cruising. We were at 170 knots right there. Like this thing is pretty quick for what she is. Giant caravan of the sky, just absolutely getting after it. So let's see. Probably reduce a little bit more altitude. We're gonna be landing over there on runway 7R. Looks good to me. Pull our power all the way back. Landed on the wrong runway in our last episode with the jet. Hopefully we hit the right one here. I think it's that one. We're going a little bit too fast. I know. We're going to be fine. 07R, confirm that. We're going to wait for our airspeed to get to around 95, it looks like. Once we get down to 95... Oh, we could have hit our turboprop, like, reverse thrust to slow us down a little bit quicker. But we're good. All right, down at 95, we can go ahead and throw 10 degrees of flaps out. Going to try to get this airspeed nice and even, keep her around 90, 95. This isn't a very big window. We've got between 80 and 95 before stall. There's some sort of a pump or compressor or something that keeps going off here. Got our 4 PAPI lights down there. All white means we're low, right? I think you want half white, half red. I'm not sure which is which. To be honest, I don't really remember. Let me double check our brackets. We're a little bit low, but honestly not that bad. So I'm gonna stick with what we do. Is that Seattle off in the distance? Dude. I'm here for the views. I love all the views that we end up getting from these adventures. Try to get a little bit more on the center line here. I feel like we absolutely nailed our speed here. Glide slope is on point, not according to the Pappy lights, but according to your boy. Here we go. We're gonna start reducing speed a little bit as we get closer to the airport. Got quite a bit of altitude we're gonna have to lose. Stick around that 80 mark.
500.
She's talking to us. Gotta love it when your machine talks to you. Actually, I feel like this is a pretty good approach here. Nice long runway to work with. Is this SeaTac? Might not be Seattle. I have no idea where I am, to be honest. I don't think it's SeaTac's on the water, right?
Minimums.
All right. We probably could have added a little bit more flat, but we're going to be fine. We're over the piano keys. We are going to drop all power.
50. 40.
Slowly
30,
bring this thing down.
20. 10.
Start flaring out. Beautiful. Right on the center line, nice and easy. That's what I'm talking about.
196 exit runway when able.
Listening to those turboprops is just insane. All right, we probably shouldn't stop on the runway, Trev. I don't think that's ever advised, so we got to get this thing going again. Do we have like an auto brake on or something? Why is this? Dude, I am full throttle, absolutely max engine, and it's not going anywhere. I don't really know how this aircraft works. This is our first time ever flying it, so I'm just going to Tokyo drift this thing off the runway. Really hoping there's not any sort of jumbo jet coming around behind us wanting to land, because we would be absolute toast. Got an engine malfunction. Yep, that'll happen when you're full. Bro, I can't get off the runway unless I'm full speed. This is the dumbest stuff, dude. I cannot. There we go. We got off of it. Just skip me ahead. We had a great landing, and then everything else just went haywire afterwards. I literally like clicked and unclicked the let's go ahead and shut this thing down.
Test with flying colors. With that much potential, it's no wonder that you flew so well with the Twin Otter.
Oh, this is a Twin Otter. I actually really like the way this thing looks. Oh, he's got a little blindfold on. But the way the nose is rounded, it really does look like an otter. So we got 90% there. Stall maneuver was a 42. I don't know what else you want from me. We passed with an A. Flying colors. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's time to go fight some fires, baby. I pressed and unpressed the emergency brake like 4 times, or the parking brake like 4 times there. And the last one, it finally undid it. Okay, so that allows us to operate an airliner equipped with turboprop engines, which is going to unlock the Viking Air CL415 and the Heart Aerospace ES30. Pretty exciting there. And with that, I believe we now have the aerial firefighting extended attack unlocked. So we had to fight 10 fires with A or above. So I've been grinding that off screen quite a bit, and now we can fly with this thing instead of the Firehog or whatever it was called. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, extended attack. We've got a new mission. Sometimes it doesn't load the missions up, so I'm glad it's working. Ooh, we're going to be going to SoCal too. All right. Oh, it's going to be a 2-hour flight too. Code Red, a large fire is currently engaging our strike team. Immediate action from the air is required to prevent widespread destruction near Los Angeles. All right, we're going to be taking off from Van Nuys, landing back at Van Nuys. We're going to be taking off. There's a fire. Obviously, we'll be preloaded, so we'll drop on it. We'll have to go scoop, take off again, and then re-drop on it. Now, I'm going to be honest. We got our firefighting certification a long time ago, and we've never had to scoop because we've always hit the objective, the first out. I think we've got a bit of an issue here. But yeah, we haven't had to actually scoop. We've always hit the target on our first drop. Obviously, this is going to be a bigger fire, so it's going to take multiple drops, which honestly is a lot more fun. We've also got a way bigger plane, so we're going to be able to drop more water. It's also a new plane that we haven't used before, so we don't know what speed we need to be. You need to keep it at like 70, 80 knots to be able to pick up the water, and then
21 nautical miles north of Van Nuys.
oh man, dude, this thing is so freaking cool. Look how big this is. Technically, we actually flew this plane in Flight Sim 2020 before 2024 came out. It was like one of our last videos that we did in MS Flight Sim, but this is cool. So you got the fire trucks out here. Everyone's getting this thing loaded up. Dude, it's just so tall. I feel like this is such a tall aircraft. You wouldn't expect it, but this is going to be fun. All right, thank you guys for getting me ready. Guys and gals, we are going to go ahead and get into the front door of this aircraft. Open that bad boy up. Hopefully there's like a rope ladder or something and they can drop, and I feel like they really put us in a pretty bad spot right here, but we're going to be okay. Let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. Take a look inside the cockpit here, see what we're working with. You ready for this one, man? It's going to be a good one. Waiting on engine startup here. Looks like we got plenty of space in the back if we need more people to come with us. Starting up our right side engine, followed by the left.
For hours near the district, and they're calling for air support. The front's moving fast, so watch out for puff of smoke down there. Ensure your drops are well timed. You don't want to hit the units already engaging the fire down below.
Oh, dude, that would hurt so bad. Imagine tens of thousands of gallons of water being dumped on you from the air. That would be absolutely ridiculous. All right, so we're going to request taxi clearance here. Going to wait for that clearance before we undo anything.
Ready to taxi north departure with Papa.
North to Papa.
November 4170 Tree Taxi 2 and hold short of runway 16 are via taxiway Bravo Tree Bravo Bravo Charlie Cross runway Tree 4 are Charlie.
Dude, this thing's got some
Contact
great
tower
viz.
on 120.
You even, hold on,
Two
do
when
we
ready.
have a skylight here? Whoa, that's sick. You can kind of see your engine and stuff. All right, go ahead and confirm that. We can undo our parking brake. We're going to be careful not to get going too fast here. I really feel like this is a pretty sketchy spot that you guys put me in here. I really don't want to hit that jet right there. I also don't want to hit the building we made it through. Okay, I got to be careful. Hang right, looks good. These turboprops are hard because you got to keep putting the reverse thrust on. They just, I'm not applying any thrust on our thrust lever right now. They just kind of automatically go. So you got to be careful not to get going too fast. Otherwise, you can get yourself in trouble with the speed limits. But all right, we have cleared all obstacles officially on the taxiway, and we're going to make our way to the ends of the runway. So this is our little anti-thrust lever. Can I put them like here? Will that slow it down a little bit? Left engine condition. I don't really know what to expect there. I have the reverse thrust mapped to my thing, so when I press the button, it looks like they go all the way to 0. So I'm just constantly tapping the button to make sure we're not getting in trouble. What a machine, dude. About to go fight some fires. This is absolutely amazing. And we got caught for speeding. Bro, I'm just trying to get B-roll game. That's frustrating. I wish I knew what we had to do to not speed and not have to constantly tap it, but it's fine. We're gonna be okay. I don't even know if that's the reverse thrust thing. I have no idea. Bring it around town here. You guys called the right man. Haven't flown this thing before, at least not in this game. Not exactly sure what to do, what to press, how to pick things up. I'm assuming Z is gonna be the water pickup key. I have no idea how fast I should be going. Hopefully it's gonna tell me along the way. Here we go. So we are officially at the hold short. Gonna go ahead and put our parking brake on so we can chill here for a moment. We're gonna request our takeoff clearance.
Van Nuys Tower, November 4170 Tree. At runway 16 are ready for departure north departure.
Got some nice sunshades in here. This thing is sick.
4170 Tree altimeter 29.
Got a fire extinguisher. We could throw that out the window.
North approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 16R.
Cleared for takeoff. Beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and acknowledge that. Release our parking brakes. Move out into 16R and get this bird airborne, baby. Double check. We've got a little bit of flap here. Should be good to go. Get out onto the runway and give this old geezer some gas. Here we go. Time to take off. Woo! Get those turboprop engines up to speed. It feels like they're really not going that fast. This is the speed at which this thing takes on. We're at... Oh, there you go. That would do it. I don't know why that was stuck at 40%, but hey, like I said, first day on the job, bro, it's going to be fine. We're going to figure this thing out. Oh, getting off the center line because I'm not paying attention. No idea what our rotate speed is. You can feel free to call that out, or hopefully we'll hit it by the end of the runway. I feel like it's starting to get a little bit floaty here. I'm just going to guess about right now. There we go. We are airborne, baby. All right. Go ahead and put our flaps up. I'm hoping we can leave. We don't have gear, do we? The gear already went up. We're going to be climbing at 1,500 feet. I'm hoping we can leave the engines in 100%. I'm imagining this thing can operate at pretty tough
70 Tree continue for north departure.
situations. You know what I mean? This thing's going to be built like a bullet.
Van Nuys Tower, November 4170 Tree. Continue for north departure.
Looks like according to our flight plan, we're going to be taking a left. Just going to take a look at our
Coordinates of the fire front 34
things
north,
here. We're good.
118 west. The ATGS is leading the operation. You'll be working with Bird Dog to coordinate your first drop.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So we're gonna make this left-hand turn and then make another left. It's the valley out here in LA. Time to go fight this fire, protect these people, their homes, their valuables, their pets, their everything. Try to see. It's not gonna be that long of a flight. Acknowledge our handoff, and we found our heading. Is there any sort of autopilot on this thing, or is this? I'm seeing a bunch of buttons I'm not familiar with. Tailpipe, engine malfunction. Yep. All right. So we're pushing it a bit too much. Do we want to bring this back? There's nothing you really want to leave at 100%. We'll put this at like 90. It's weird. So we've got engine power, but also engine condition. So you can choose how much of each thing you want to do. To be honest, I have no idea. Whoa, look at that thing out there. I thought those were clouds. Those are plumes of smoke from the fire. Okay, this is gonna be insane. This is really cool. It's absolutely terrifying, but it's very, very cool. I don't know how this plane takes off with the size of these guys' nuts, dude. Seriously. I mean, there's got to be a lot of power in these turboprop engines for them to carry these guys out here. Ooh, there's LA off in the distance back there. That's pretty cool. But for them to get these guys airborne, to go fly this massive plane low over fires, to drop water to protect people's stuff, like it's just what a group of ladies and gentlemen. I guess we can kind of get our trim set up here. Yep. Aircraft doesn't like us. We pushed it a little bit too hard for too long on the takeoff, which is fine. It is what it is. And we are going to we're going to increase our sim rate a little bit and just start heading towards this fire. And what a beautiful place Southern California is, huh? The mountains, the grass, the ocean, the everything. It's just, not many places on Earth you can go snowboarding and surfing in the same day. Always beautiful, always sunny and 70 degrees. Like it is no surprise how many people live out here in the movie industry and everything moved out here. It's just kind of perfection. Brave Man might be able to pick up some water down there. That'd be a tight one for sure, dude. Look at the size of this fire. That is way bigger than I've seen so far. All right, so I think that's our pickup zone over there. Obviously, much bigger body of water that we're gonna have plenty of room to be able to land and stuff. And I think we're probably gonna want to reduce the throttle a little bit. There's nothing I can do about the engines at this point, so it's not about our aircraft, it's about saving the people. Obviously, we don't want this thing to be moving its way down the mountain. Looks like we've got some sort of a building down here. I'm sure there's lots of little houses and stuff dotting all through here. This is a subdivision down here. Looks like we might be able to see some houses up on the ridges up there. Luckily, it does look like it's in a fairly barren part of the mountain, but don't want to let it get any closer. Oh, there's a swimming pool down there. I've seen those videos on social media of helicopters taking water out of people's swimming pools. Like, bro, that is so ridiculous. So here we go. This is where it wants us, right? Yep. Try to fly without the brackets. It's way more fun. Go ahead and get outside, get set up so we can see what we've got going on. I would imagine, do we have like a emergency parking brake? Water doors. That's the button that we press. Elevator trim, switch radio. This is our all-important button, so don't hit that early, Trev. That'd be really sad. Oh, shoot, that's a school down there. Is that a college? That thing is massive. All the basketball courts and stuff, baseball fields. So we got a drop point now, but it's interesting. I was actually wondering about this because we're kind of coming up the mountain here. It looks like they want us to go around. They want us to drop down the mountain because obviously you need a lot more power to climb out of something than to, angle down and kind of push down the mountain. So what we're going to do is head around to the left here. We're going to go up and around, get in line with that drop point, and then we can drop directly on top of it. Dude, this is absolutely insane. And then we're also pointed at our pickup spot if we need it. All right, so this is going to be interesting. Hopefully we're going to be able to save this. We're getting lights installed on the house today. We're actually making a vlog about it. It's going to be in the vlog channel probably in the next week or so, hopefully. So it's going to be really sick. We're really excited. But I looked up and there was a guy in my office window, like the top window that I can't cover. And I was sitting here. I couldn't sit here in the pilot outfit and talk to my computer in front of somebody else. There's just some stuff that's a little bit weird. I'm happy to get weird with you guys, but the random guy that I don't know, here we go. So hopefully, looks like we're still good. Okay. So we're going to be coming around and trying to hit that drop point over there. Dude, this is a massive fire. Got to be careful about our engine speeds. Looks like it really wants us to do a long approach here, so we're gonna swing her around left. Obviously very challenging terrain out here, and this thing is no spring chicken. Been using that fire hog or whatever it was, lot lighter, lot higher power to weight ratio, so we could climb out of sketchy situations a lot easier. Here we're gonna have to be really careful about what we end up doing. So let's see what we've got going on. Maintain an altitude of 100 feet, 110 knots. Drop the water by pressing Z. Okay, where's our airspeed? I don't see... Do you guys see an airspeed indicator? Oh boy. Okay. I think we're probably going fast. I'm gonna back our power all the way off. This is our drop point right here. I'm gonna get probably outside so we can see the water drop. And we wanna drop on this left backside. Maybe right there. Ah, it was way too early. I thought we were gonna have more water than that. I thought we were gonna drop for like 5 seconds or something.
That's good line, but you're hitting the wrong place. Next time, if you attack closer to where the ground team is working, you'll be much more effective.
It's gonna be fine. We can go pick up some water. Dude, I thought for sure we were gonna have like a much longer drop, like the AT air tractor something. That thing, it's like a pin drop on the water. This one, I thought we'd have much bigger tanks just based on how big the plane is, but I guess not. So we're gonna try to reduce speed to 90 knots. I have no clue where my airspeed indicator is. Oh, now I see it. It's over on the, oh, it's this, no? It's over on the right-hand side. It's this guy over here. So here we go. Gonna bring her around. Line her up, drop her down to 90 knots, which it looks like we're about to. Just gonna set her down on the water nice and easy.
Now for scooping.
Do we press Z? What do we do here?
Scooping, 10 seconds.
There it is. All right, we're gonna scoop
Tank's 25% full.
until the water's full.
50%.
Give her a little bit of gas here.
Almost full. Tanks are full. Let's
Stop
go.
the scooping. And see if we can't get this thing back up to speed here. Come on, come on, come on. We got full throttle. Maybe add a little bit of flap.
Throttle up.
Trying. Why can't I throttle up, bro? What's going on? Do I need an emergency drop? I'm gonna drop a little bit. We're gonna need more speed. There's the fire back over there. Ooh, we are close to stalling here. We're gonna be okay. Here we go. Reduce speed to 90 knots. We're gonna be fine. Here we go. We're gonna come back this way. Probably want a better place to do it from anyway. Dude, this is not as glassy as I thought it was gonna be. Tanks are full. Here we go.
Let's go back.
Full speed ahead. These, oh, those aren't at 100%. That's why. We need 100%. Okay. Here we go. So keep it nice and steady. And eventually, system malfunction. Eventually, we should be able to take off, I hope. We took off. Oh goodness. All right, we're gonna have to take a right. Back this off a little bit. Dude, this thing is hard to maneuver. We're gonna have to find a way to climb our way back up this mountain with a lot more weight than what we had before. We've got our stall warning going off. Obviously, we have the ability to skip if we want to. Oh gosh. I don't think we're gonna be able to climb up over that. Dude, this is stressful. We are having a hard time climbing up over the mountain because we're so heavy from the water. We're gonna have to send it eventually. Come on, baby. We don't have any flaps or anything. We are riding right on the line of what's possible. I mean, can we move it to 100% for the time being just to get up over and then we'll back it back off of it? This is so freaking stressful, dude. We are so close to stalling. I don't know if we're gonna make it over this second ridge. Just keep it nice and steady, Captain. Come on. Come on. Dude, this thing is big and she is unsightly. She is a little tough to wrangle, but we're gonna be okay. Try to get it up over this. And we're gonna move back around to that approach point. All right, we've got altitude. That's the hardest part, dude. We're fighting a fire that's way up above where our water reservoir is, which obviously makes things difficult. So now that we're up here, I would think we can bring this back a little bit. That way we're not doing as much damage to the engine and we're gonna be okay. Look at all these people down here living their lives, going to work, doing whatever. We got a giant fire that we're fighting, and hopefully we're gonna be able to actually hit our target this time around. Dude, it's just so sketchy thinking about all these mountains and stuff. Like, we gotta be looking way ahead. Let's make sure there's nothing tall over on our left. because we're not going to be able to climb out of anything too fast, and you can get yourself in a situation where once that momentum's going, you're done. Like you're not going to be able to climb out of it. You're not going to turn out of it. You just don't have enough speed, and you're going to crash. I mean, obviously you can drop the water and max everything out
Bird Dog N41703, back on fire scene.
if you need to.
N41703,
Here we go.
Bird Dog acknowledged.
You got our drop point.
Bird Dog N41703.
Looks like it's going to be the same spot. We're just going to have to be a little bit more
New drop.
precise with it.
Stand by.
We know it pretty much drops instantly. We're going a little too fast. I'd rather have too much speed in this situation, though. Just going to bring her around.
Drop your load. Water away.
Why does it look like we had way more water that time? We got it, though. That was better. All right. And look how responsive it is now that we're loose
Once the
with
view's
water.
clear, I give you an update on this drop.
That was pretty good.
Nice drop N41703.
Beautiful. Right where we wanted it. I think we had way more water in that one because we scooped it. It's not what we started with. So that would make sense. That acted more like what I thought it was going to. The first one, it was just like a little teardrop of water. That one was actually significant. This part would be by far the best part, dude. All right, so we've kind of got our strategy here. I like to get us down in this little crevice down here. Gives us plenty of time to be able to take off. And it kind of aims us towards the fire. So we're going to start coming around this way. Obviously, we're pretty high up. I've got us at 0% throttle. I'm also going to be cutting our engines here in a second. As soon as we start making this turn. Don't want to cut your engines in the middle of a big turn, but maybe somewhere around here. All right, so engine condition is down to 0%. We're really going to lose a lot of airspeed quickly because we need to just kind of float down to the water. So this thing was purpose built so freaking big. The elevators, the ailerons, everything is just massive so that it can kind of do this. Bring her down nice and slow. Float her out. Beautiful touchdown, dude. That could not have been any better. So we're going to restart the engines back up. Let's make sure we get these conditions up to 100%. Let's add a little bit of throttle. Ooh, we're getting some bumpiness. Okay, tanks are full, so we're going to go mostly full throttle. We're going to pull our probes back up. And now it's going to be our job to take off from the water. So this, I don't have a trick to it. Obviously, having our engine malfunctioning because I don't know how to prevent that from happening is a little bit sketchy, but we just need to get up on plane here, and then you can start to hopefully pull back. And you hope that you get enough airspeed. Oh, gosh. I'm going to start us turning this way then. We're just going to start skidding across the water. I don't understand why we can't get enough airspeed. I'm at 100%. But our engines obviously are a little wonky right now, so we're just going to keep hoping for the best here. We're going to hope eventually we're going to be able to take off. We've got a long runway now. Once it starts to get nice and smooth, maybe add a little bit of flap. There it is. Oh, nope. I don't know if our tail keeps grabbing or what. Why can't we get off? I'm just trying to get off, man. There it is, there it is, there it is. Ooh, dude, it is not easy to take off, and our engines don't like going full throttle. I don't know what else to tell them. We're going to have definitely some alarms going off in here. We're stalling. We'll go flaps up. We don't need any drag. Come on. Hang in there, girl. We're just going to have to fly through this valley till we can get enough speed. There we go. We got positive rate of climb. Holy cow, this is very stressful to say the least. It's hard to tell what angle they want us to... Oh, okay. Oh, we're set up perfectly. There we go. There's not really a lot of fire in this blue zone, though, which seems weird. Whoa! Engine malfunction. I wonder why. We just flew through fire.
You're helping a lot the ground unit here.
You're helping a lot the ground unit here. Okay, I'm gonna hope.
We're on our way to scoop.
This doesn't make sense to me as to why the plane's acting this way. I'm gonna hope that if we skip ahead to the scoop, is that gonna fix it for us? Trying to be as nice as possible to this thing. 0% thrust on our engines. We're gonna bring her around here, dude. Swooping in to land on water would just be so much freaking fun. and just the way this thing floats. I'm really hoping we can take off in a straight line. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble because it's going to be really hard to climb all those mountains. Dude, look at how peaceful this is. Are you kidding me? Boom, touchdown. Extending our scoops.
Water tanks 25% full. Water tanks 50%.
We're going to put all engines all the way up and hope for the best here. Yeah, we aren't going to be able to take off. Top thing on Google, Microsoft Flight Simulator Forum, engine malfunction for aerial firefighting extended attack tutorial mission. It's not even from our 100% engine thing. It just says he starts the aerial firefighting extended attack. He takes off, flies to the fire. Engine malfunction happens. First comment, similar issue. I can get to the fire and complete the first drop, but after scooping the water, I get the engine malfunction. I can't get it to take off at full throttle with a full tank of water, even with the engines full throttled. Am I doing something wrong? To take off from the water, you need 2 notches of flaps, and it does require the torque to go into the red, which leads to engine malfunction. So it looks like most of these people have not been able to complete this. It looks like a lot of people... Interesting. Okay, so they're not, and sorry, I know this isn't the most exciting thing. They're not filling up the tanks all the way. And that's one of like 20 forum posts that I'm saying, okay, so the issue is you need full throttle to be able to take off with a full tank. But if you go full throttle, the game will damage your engine, and then you can't take off anymore. Well, we don't have any other options. We're just going to have to crash this thing, and we're going to have to hope that it respawns. Let's see what happens on a respawn.
Conditions.
Oh boy. I mean, at least we're getting to practice our water landings a bunch. This one's a little hot, but still really smooth. Okay, we're gonna try, I mean, even if it's 30% water, if we just have to do 1,000,000 water passes, there we go, stop that. Full throttle, put these on full, because there's no other way for us to take off. We're a little bit less weight this time. I mean, if I gotta throw my co-pilot out the window, I'm fine with that too, but how do I get this thing to take off, dude?
Captain, the probes are still up.
There it is. It's kind of hard to tell what direction it wants us to approach this from, but I'm going to go a little right, or left to right, I'm sorry. I just see a lot more fire on the right side of the thing. Keep in mind this is going to be less water to dump. Ooh, we should have gone right to left.
Complete.
Beautiful. I mean, this is really cool. It's a little frustrating that this is how it works, and I bet there's a way we could have potentially babied the engines, but if I'm not the only one struggling with this, I feel like there's got to be a bit more of an issue. Coming around for hopefully our last pickup here. We've got plenty of speed. Let's go ahead and cut our throttle, cut the engines. Dude, this would be so fun to watch if you were a person down at that campground or whatever that is. Come through here. Nice. And light, baby, dude. Look at this thing. Like a pelican just coming down. Let me just scoop up some fish or some water. Ooh. I'll be honest, I fly way better inside. Outside makes it a little bit tougher, but we should be good here. Bit of a bouncy landing. We're good. The last pass on this fire. I'm torn. I like flying inside. I mean, we could do the last one inside. I like seeing the water come down. Let's fly this last one inside. It's kind of hard to tell. They need to give you a better direction of what and where they want you to drop. But it looks like we've covered this thing off pretty well. I'm going to make sure we keep our speed up. This is our last little drop point. That is a tiny freaking drop point, dude. I think we got it. It's got to be it. Let's go.
What a final drop. Just what we needed for that last push.
And we are coming back in victorious. It was not an easy battle, that's for sure. We're coming in hot, dude. We're at 0% throttle. Dude, this thing, it likes to go. We're gonna be careful here. I think we're at about 90, 100 knots. It's really hard to see. We also have another knot gauge down there. Hold on, we need gas. We're good. Okay, hold on. Get this centered. Woo! Too many buttons to press. I really wish I had one of those eye trackers or something. Would make my job a whole lot easier, but we're good to go. Go ahead and shut those engines down. 16 right. Put her down nice and easy right on the center line. I mean, we had to work today, boys. My goodness, we're gonna get such a bad pilot rating for that. That's so frustrating. It makes me want to try to do it again to see, where do you want me off at? Stop at the hold short. Thanks for that. Really appreciate it. That was sick, game. Really love when you do that. But okay, I'm just gonna skip to the end. We've already got 1 billion infractions anyway, but you know what? We saved Los Angeles. I mean, to be honest, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. It's a little frustrating the way that works out. I understand the need to take care of the engines. Obviously, that's a big deal. We got a B, and we didn't have any bonus there. So if we didn't have those, that probably, it would have been a high A, if not an S tier performance. Obviously, execution time was really bad because we had to keep crashing and restarting. I think something's amiss there. If there are like pages and pages of forums with people complaining about it, like I understand we could baby the engines a little bit more, but if you can't take off with a full tank if you're also babying the engine, so it's just like all that's not really adding up. But at least we were able to complete it. I'm happy about that. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna keep on keeping on, baby. I've been grinding, so we're almost to our cargo missions, the heavy cargo missions. I have 10 more A's that I need to get. So we're getting some big money here. It's going nicely. And then after we get heavy, we can get super heavy if we get an S tier, and I can't wait to fly one of these belugas. Obviously, we've also got a ton of helicopter certifications we're going to have to do in the near future as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace out.